there. Welcome back to my Country Craft Corner. How in the world are you guys doing today? It is so good to see you again, and thank you so much for stopping back by to see what I'm up to. And what I'm up to today is, as you saw at the very beginning, I have been cutting up some ribbon. And I've cut up all of that ribbon because I'm going to be making a bunch of 12 loop funky bows today. And I'm only going to do one 12 loop funky bow tutorial for you guys, and it's going to look like this. And what I'm making all of these bows for is my staircase. Chris put my pitberry garland back up on the staircase, and at each swag point will go one of these bows. And I've made 2, and I am going to make 6 more today. So I'm going to take you over and show you the staircase and show you how Chris hooks up the pitberries to the staircase. And then I'm going to come back here to the island, and I'm going to do one funky bow tutorial for you. And then I'm going to put myself into fast motion again and do the other 5. Yikes! Funky bows. And then I'm going to set my tripod up over there, and you'll watch me probably in fast motion again hook them all up to the swag points, and you'll see the finished product. So I love this staircase in this house. This is one of the main reasons why, other than the kitchen and the staircase are what sold me on the house. I think the kitchen did Chris too, because he cooks more than I do honestly anymore. But this staircase is something that I have always dreamed of having my entire life. The staircase in my other house was in the front of the house, and you could never see it. That house was very cut up, not open at all. This one, we can sit and enjoy this staircase all the time. So let me take my camera down off of the tripod, and I'll walk you over to the staircase and show you my pitberry garland all set up and ready to go. And picture these bows, I'll take one with me, at the swag points. All right, I'll be right back behind the camera. Okie dokie, here we go. Here is the staircase with my pitberry garland attached. Now some of it needs to be tweaked, like this one up here. I need to pull the pitberries down on that one. Chris did not fix them, he just attached them. So I need to do a little fluffing and tweaking of the, each swag point. So they come all the way down the steps, and here's my bullnose that you guys saw me unpack the other day in one of those videos. And I decided for now anyway, I'm going to keep the pitberry ribbon in this particular bow. But then these are the bows that I'm making today, and they will go at every swag point like that, all the way up. So Chris has attached the pitberries. As you can see, he put a piece of string, he tied a piece of string on it where a swag point needed to be, and then he attached it with tie wraps. And the tie wraps kind of disappear, so you really don't see them when everything is finished. But anyway, that's my staircase. I absolutely love it. I will be sure to take a picture of it at night for you, which is when it's the prettiest, I think. But anyway, all right, let me go back over here to the island and get myself set up, and we will do us a 12 loop funky bow tutorial using just 2 different ribbons. And then you'll watch me speed through and make a bunch more ribbons in fast motion. If only I could make them that fast, huh? All right, be right back. I'm back, and I'm ready to get started making these 6 funky bows. But first thing I'm gonna do is do one tutorial for you guys. As you can see, I've got everything lined up here, ready to go. And here are my first 12 strips. And as I said, I'm making 12 loop funky bows, and these might be a little bit different than others you've seen me make. I'm only using 2 colors, patterns, if you will, of ribbon for these bows, just because I don't want to add a third. I want them to be, they're going to be big bows, yes, but I don't want them to be loud and in charge color-wise. I want them to blend in with the pip berries that are on the staircase, and I want them to blend in nicely with the rest of my decor. I also want them to move through the seasons and through the other decor themes that I'll have going on throughout the rest of the year through till next fall, which are usually Easter, and this usually stays up for Easter through Easter, and usually patriotic, and I'm not sure what else I'm getting myself into this year. I've got some trips coming up. I may not be decorating quite as much. I know I won't be as much as last year. But anyway, regardless, here we go. As I said, I'm making 12 loop funky bows, so I have 6 strips of each color of ribbon. Each strip equals 1 bow. So all you do is pick up your first strip and you fold it completely in half like that. Then you go to your measuring stick, board, whatever you have, and I'm going to measure out 5.5 inches for each loop. And then I'm going to go to that back tail and I'm going to twist it. And really these are both two-sided ribbon mostly, but you can see there's a little hem on one. So I do like to switch to twist them, and it also helps the ribbons to separate. Also, before I go further, I want to tell you I have a 40-inch strip cut to put in the back of each ribbon, and that's going to make me 2 longer tails. The most important part of a funky bow is to keep your loop length the same. Tails lengths, say that 3 times fast, can vary, but your loops need to remain the same. You want them to look consistent. So okay, here we go. Second time through this little tiny pattern I have going on here. Fold it right in half, go to 5.5 inches, pinch it together, and point that loop up from center. Go to the back tail and twist. Okay, so that's 1 time through the pattern. Now we're going to start the pattern over again, and we're going to flip that loop the other direction. So we're going to point that loop down from center, center being my thumb. We're still going to go back to that back tail, and we're going to twist that back tail. And we're going to go to the next burlap and twist it down, turn it down from center, pointing that loop down from center. Pardon me, and then twist. And again, we're going to start over, and we're going to turn the loops up from center again. Always making sure that that 5.5 inches for the loop is very consistent. You don't have to get up there. I didn't get it quite folded in half, but that's okay. Just so my loop is right. The tails can be a little flouncy. That's all right. And here we go with the next one. And point that loop up from center. And then twist that back tail. 2 more times through the pattern. Fold it in half. Point it down from center this time. And down from center. I think I now we have 2 to go. 2 more times to go through the pattern, and we're going to point it up from center. You will see when I'm finished doing all these bows, they're all going to look the same. They're all going to look, I mean, I'm sure they won't be exactly the same, but they're going to look very, very similar, and that's exactly what I want. I want them to look very similar. Okay, 1 more time, and we're going to point that loop down from center. Twist. Last one, down from center. And Now I'm going to pick up one of my 40-inch tails that I folded in half, so I have 20-inch tails. I'm going to put right side in, and I'm going to just add that right in, just like that. And that will give me two 20-inch tails. So then I'm going to get my pipe cleaner. I'm going to go back to the middle of the pipe cleaner, wrap it around the bottom and around the top, and use the hand that you're holding the bow shut with as resistance. Get these fingers up as close as you can to the back of the bow. Pinch together those ribbons as tightly as you can and twist, 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 twist. Several times. Alrighty. And that leaves us with a 12 loop funky bow with two 20-inch tails already dovetailed. And then all you do now is you just fluff, fluff, fluff. And actually these are not hard to fluff because you only have two colors. So they actually tend to be the easier bows to fluff, but still take the time to fluff them. And get your hands all the way down in those loops and make them big and pretty and flouncy. And if some of the tails come up and in and around like that loop got a little long. You see that? So you can always, you can find the tail, you can always pull it back. There we go. Don't be afraid to manipulate these bows. Get them to go whatever way you want them to go. And all your hard work will pay off in the end when you have them hanging wherever you want to hang them. And they're so pretty and make a big statement. So there we go. That makes 3. I've got 5 more to go. So I am going to put myself into fast motion, and I'm going to make myself a bunch of funky bows, and then I will be back when I am ready to put them up on the staircase. Alrighty, here we go. Here's some zippy music for you. I have nothing left for hands, I'm telling you. Oh my goodness, my hands are really cramping. Really, really cramping. But anyway, I'm done. I finished all of them, and now I'm going to go and get my big tripod out and set you guys up way up in the air, and I am going to go ahead and attach all these bows, probably to fast motion again. I think I might use Chris's eye. He just walked in, so maybe he can help me to, to make sure that they're hanging right and whatever. So after I'm finished everything and you get the last look at everything, I will come back for some final words. And then of course I'll take a video, in the evening hours so that you guys can see how it looks in the, when it gets dark too in here. So anyway, I'll be right back and set up on that big tripod so y'all can watch me put some funky bows at swag points. Shoo, I'm pooped. All right, be right back. Alrighty, here we go. I'm going to hang a bow at every swag point, starting right here in the corner. I'm not going to worry about the tails being perfect. And I am going to speed my way down these steps and wish when I look back on this that I could have gone that fast. I'll be back. Okie dokie guys, here I am getting ready to put up my last funky bow. This has been a huge amount of work for me today. I know this may be a rather short video for you guys, but this is a massive undertaking when I go to make all these bows for this staircase. This is quite a large, I've got, like, you know, when you walk up steps, I count 15 as I go up this staircase. So this is a large area to decorate, and I always like to try to make a big statement here. Well, in making a big statement, that means a big amount of work. So let me get this one attached, and then I'm going to go ahead and say my final words, and then I'll take a couple of videos of this, you know, from a distance, some pictures, some stills, and give you a little bit of something at the end to music. So I've literally just been using the pipe cleaners that I used to make the bows, and I've been just tying it to the pip berries pretty much. And Chris gave me a good hint. He said, yeah, he said, to make sure that they're all even, kind of think about the top of the bow being even with the railing, because this can get to be quite a daunting task too, trying to, you know, make sure that they all look correct, you know, as they're hung. So it's a lot of work. It really is. It's a lot of work. So I love it though. I love the end result, and that's why I do it, you know. I work hard at my decor, and I'm hoping it, you know, pays off in the end. So there we go. I think that'll look okay. Of course, I'll get back and I'll tweak, you know, I'll go up and down the steps and tweak the bows if necessary. If I get down and look back, what I do is get down and look back and look up and kind of assess if something needs to be moved up a little higher or down a little lower or poofed out a little bit more here or there, you know, whatever. So, but anyway, I'm going to take the camera down, give you a closer look at this bull nose, and give you a look up the steps. I love doing this type of thing though. I thrive on this, you guys. Not so much making bow after bow after bow. That's why I don't sell my stuff, you guys. I'm not a lover of making the same thing over and over and over and over again. That does not get my creative juices flowing. The idea to put all the same bows at all the swag points, of course, gets my creative juices flowing. But to make the same bow over and over and over again, that's tedious work for me. So that's why I don't sell my stuff, is because I don't want to be, it would drive me crazy. But anyway, all right. I hope that all is well with everyone. And I hope that those of you who are struggling or suffering with a catastrophic illness or chronic pain, I hope you have someone there with you, taking care of you, spending their days with you, helping you get through each day, making the very, very best out of each day. I hope there's nothing weighing on your minds or your hearts, pulling your attention away from where you want it to be or where it should be. I love y'all to bits, to bits, to bits, hugs all around. And I keep you in my thoughts and my prayers every single day. And remember, in crafting, there are no mistakes, only unique creations. And with all of that said, I'll just say, until next time, y'all take good care. Be back with one more video to music. Bye-bye.